Okay. There we go. Okay, so that way I can go ahead and have whatever card I'm currently working on displayed up at the top. So I think that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely feel that with UX design and oh, there we go. With UX design, I definitely can relate to that. Bad UI really bothers me. So I'm to the point where when I am working on UI, I'm extremely OCD about it. So I definitely understand that completely. Okay, so the way that we're going to introduce her ability, which as you can see there, Shock Collar, you shock a VTuber, turning them into a bottom type for 2 turns. So you make a bottom out of a VTuber. You know, sounds about right. So I'm actually going to have that be a status for quote unquote bottom. So we can kind of follow what we have here for the paralyzed status. We kind of have something like that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and copy that and we'll change it to bottomed. And then for this one, we will have to touch the code a little bit to add that as an effect here that you can apply. So I will go ahead and edit the script. Sorry for the delay. I was not fully prepared. I will be right... Nope, I don't have to be right back. There we go. Okay. See, I've done. What is that? Silenced? Yeah, I like that. We'll go with that one. So... got to go back to our cards, Cottontail, the Shock Collar, and our bottom status. There we go. So now the status effects will be silenced. And now I can go back here to our abilities. What parts of the game have you put in already? Yeah, after I so far mainly, well, there's really a lot that's already like working, but as far as what I've personally done, just added a few cards here. After I get done adding this Cottontail ability, then I'll show you guys. But, yeah, I agree. Unrelenting Loki. That's one thing that I do think would be really cool if down the line, VTubers will give us permission to take clips from their streams and use those as sound effects for their abilities in the game. I think that would be incredible because like every VTuber has their own unique set of sound effects and clips that are just really, really funny. Or that makes sense. Then the ability, we're not going to chain any ability because it's just going to be this. It just applies the bottom status, and that is it. So now we can go back to our cards, go to our Cottontail, and switch that to Shock Collar. And we want to change this information here. Shock collar. Shock a VTuber, turning them into a bottom for 2 turns. Easy. I know Rexon brushed over it in the stream you did with him, but I think Numbral might still be a good card to consider for MVP. The main reason being that I had him as 1-cost card and he's a smaller streamer. The size of the VTubers Rexon wants for the MVP, I don't think there's going to be a 1-cost card. So when it comes to the cost of the cards, those aren't necessarily going to be dependent on how popular the streamers are. Right now, so all of the stats for the cards, like their cost, attack, and health, are purely placeholder. This is going to be an ability focused game more than anything else, where like all abilities are not created equal. So we're getting the abilities in place first, and then we can tweak the stats for each card based on how strong their abilities are. You know, if a card if a card's abilities are not very good, like for example, like Cottontail's Shot Collar ability, if there's nothing that really takes advantage of a VTuber being a bottom, then gameplay wise this ability is pretty useless. So her cost might be low, or her attack or health might be increased to be better. The stats themselves, cost, attack, and health, or gifted subs, mod power, and viewers, those are going to be tweaked and will not stay the same, and those aren't really representative of the VTuber. And Neuro would be dealing 12 damage instead of 10. So that part might take a little more, that part will definitely take some coding. It will take a little more time to figure out, but for now, for testing, I can just have a fixed 10 damage to a random card. I think there shouldn't be any problem with that. So we'll just copy off of Lucy for now. Alright. And she is 6'5'7". And her ability will be Activate Possessed. So it'll be an activate. It will target. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. So this is either working, or it's just going to do 10 damage to everybody on the field. And that could be equally funny, so let's test it. So we'll add the Possessed ability to her. Change the name to Possessed. Attacks a random card for double damage. %, attack nullification from Narrow, and 75% attack nullification from... Yeah, that would be very, very toxic. I mean, yeah, that could be a thing, just kind of dealing damage to everything on the field, including yourselves. I think that could be, self-sabotage. Yeah, something like that. That could be... Ah, there we go. I found it. I was looking in the wrong place. So it's under filters. We can do random 1, which should just pick one random. If the naming convention and the way that that is named is to be believed, then this will target one random card. Now let's test it out. Oh yeah, I'm glad you like this music. This is actually the Danmachi OST, or Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I'm not fully caught up on the anime, but it is one that I really like, and the OST for it it slaps so hard. Okay, so now theoretically, now if I activate this and all goes according to plan, she should deal 10 damage, basically one shot kill any one random VTuber on the field. What do you think are the odds of her targeting herself? Because there is a 1 in 6 chance of her targeting herself. Okay, good. So it did target that. Now we can go ahead and end the turn. I just want to make sure that it's guaranteed that she targets, a random card each turn, and not just whatever's in front of her. Okay, there is another one. Oh. Okay, now there's a 50% chance of targeting herself. Nope. Okay, now I need to make sure that she is able to target herself, because with Neuro, we haven't really had anything go too wrong. I did flashbang I did flashbang everyone again, but I removed that now, so that there is no flashbang to be found. The visual effect is gone now, thankfully. Okay, good. She can target herself. I can confirm she can destroy herself. Does it make sense that she can destroy herself? Probably not, but I don't care. It's my game. But that also proves that she can target your own cards as well, which is definitely the plan. And I think that's all for those 4. I think, yeah, so we do have these 5 cards fully functional. Yeah, so she will destroy a random card on the field. So ideally you want to play Neuro when your opponent has more cards than you do, because then just, probability's sake, it's more likely for her to actually destroy an opponent's card. Okay. Now, while that's loading, I think we can go and I think we can find a new card to add. Or a bunch of different VTubers that you can get or unlock. And then there's going to be a friend system. Obviously not going to be yet. It's not functional right now, but it will be. Here's where you can select your different decks. And we have settings. You can adjust the audio, graphics, all of that. And this is also where you'll be able to target or to toggle visual effects if they're too much. Yeah, so leaderboard. We do have a leaderboard. It'll have names, elo, win rate. Very simple, very, very bare bones, but it will be functional, and I agree. It'll definitely promote competition. For the multiplayer, I kind of want there to be a ranked and casual game mode, but then again, there's not really any point for a casual game mode. I don't really see very many people play casual, even when casual is an option. in card games. Obviously, it's different for like first person shooters or like actual competitive games, but this game will not be competitive. It will be fun, unbalanced, and competitive. So there probably won't be a ranked game mode, but it'll still probably track at least your win rate and things like that, just for fun. The collection, this is where, so I can activate this, destroy that for free, play Fillion and Numi. I will use this to heal and increase Neuro's health and attack, and then I will flashbang their Neuro, so they're not able to do that. And then I'll use, oh, of course, naturally. All right. Oh no, she destroyed herself. This is not going very well for me, is it? Oh, okay, 1 second. I lost the chat a little bit. Okay. A Rexen tribal deck. Well, we'll see. Number of Rexens in your deck, then technically that becomes a positive. But if you have an odd number of Rexens in your deck, then it's a negative. Yes, so 20 Rexen is good. 19 or 21 is bad. How would you multiply by Rexen? You break everything. That's how you multiply by Rexen. Okay, where did that Beetle card go? Actually, I think I remember it. Yeah, I think I remember it. So I definitely like the passive effect for Beetle to have +1 health every turn while you have Neuro on the field, and +1 attack every turn when you have Evil Neuro on the field. Obviously, we don't have Evil Neuro on the field in the game just yet, but we will eventually. It's positive because they kill each other off. 18 Rexen, 1 Soul, 1 software category, and that's the entire deck. Immediate explosion when two are on the field together. The game plan of the deck, be annoying to win. Yep. Okay, so I'm created like a little millinote here for us to brainstorm what this will be. So we have Beetle. How do I make you bigger? I don't think... Oh, here's what you guys were talking about, where he used his code and program to create an AI version of Camilla. Instead of having him get buffed while Neuro and Evil on the field, what if he buffed them? Like that. Oh, well, welcome, Suika. It's great to have you here. So, yeah, we kind of do. So right now in the game, we have... Sorry, one moment. It's loading. Okay, so right now we have Filian, Neuro, Numi, Lucy, and one more. I don't know why they didn't show up there. There she is, Cottontail. So right now we have these 5 cards added, and we do have a huge roster of cards to be added. We have a whole Discord channel dedicated to suggestions for it. And here, I can post the link for it one more time. Oh, yes, smart. There we go. Okay, so now we have that pinned, so you can join that Discord to submit suggestions, and you can see everything everyone else has already submitted. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Voting system. Yeah, I definitely agree. We do need a voting system. What I'm going to do between now and our next stream is I'm going to export all of the suggestions out of the Discord channel and into like a Google Sheet. Sorry, just kind of skimming through it a little bit. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking about 2 things here. One, we can play on the indecisiveness or the parental figure part of things, or we can kind of play off of the design itself, like a turtle shell type thing. So like the passive can be something like turtle shell, all incoming damage reduced by 1, something like that. To act each turn. So something like that, where Vedal can only act, like activate an ability or attack or anything like that, if someone else already has. What do you guys think of that? Passive. Number 1 female streamer. Draw a VTuber card every round. Because collabs are just that easy, chat. He's so well connected. It's like all VTubers are his indirect. Oh, but Buzz could be a kind of a double meaning thing. Okay. Okay. I think for now we'll go with buzzing. and just because it has multiple meanings, and the more double meanings that we can throw into everything in this game, the better, I feel. So for now, we'll go with buzzing, and of course, like I said, it's going to be super easy to change later down the road. So all right, so now, hey, welcome Paranoid, it's great to have you here. So right now we are brainstorming a new card, a Vito card, to go with our Neuro card. So this is just showing the entire process from start to finish. We're researching the VTuber to make sure we get all the information about them. We want to stalk them before we add them to our game. We got to do a background check, make sure that we can actually add them. And then now we're brainstorming what their actual abilities will be. We'll only have one, each VTuber will have one card, but in the future they will have variants. Yes. Yep, Trouble Sunny. Yep. Iron Mouse be like, hey, a real boy, it's great to have you here. How are you doing? Here, let me... I didn't think about that. There we go. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Paranoid. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, yep, I'm sorry. She wants to go outside real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, that was my husky, Kyrie. She needed to go outside. All right. That's good to hear, real boy. I'm glad you're doing good. The V Shoujo expansion now with plus 200 variants, and 190 of them are Iron Mouse. Yep, that sounds like something that we would definitely, absolutely do. As long as we can come up with enough abilities, yep. On the doggle on the want outseas grind. What a sentence. Okay, so we can add these in here into the game right now, but we don't have any art for it just yet, but we can make some. It's going to be yes, this will be a fully playable game. Once we have the demo, the minimal viable product, we'll be able to have people test it out. You guys test it out, and it will be great. This will be fully playable, and we're building it with WebGL. We're playing it with WebGL, or building it with WebGL. That way you guys don't have to download anything to play it. Everything is directly through the browser. Let's see. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Yeah, that's golden retriever energy right there, for real. Yeah, playtest time is going to be crazy. If cards sometimes get voice lines, add the I'm a very famous VTuber line that the turtle said once. Okay. Yes, itch browser. Yep, that's exactly what we're building it to. That way, there's no downloads needed for that. I have a dog like that. The 2 times she escaped, she ended up in the corner shop once, and 1 time in one of my neighbor's kitchen, begging for food because their front door was open. She's only small, so not exactly scary. Yeah, she's a big runner. If she gets loose, it's really hard to get her back. But yeah, we will go ahead and add in this card here, and then we'll wrap up the stream. So it should be here within the next 20 minutes or so. Okay, I have the perfect temporary artwork for this. So let me get that imported here. I really want to get a pet at some point. The irony of snakes and cat combos is something I can't stop wishing for. Yeah, I would love a pet snake. That'd be really cool. So this is the art. So it will be an activate trigger. It'll target all cards on the board that are, what was it? I think it was filters. No, where was it? I remember seeing something. Ah, here we go. Is slot next to yep, perfect. Dragon D's nuts. Mods ban a real. Telling the mod to ban. Anyways, have you ever seen an armadillo girdled lizard? They literally look like mini dragons. I think that's the one that I've seen. Let me see. Armadillo girdled lizard. Yes. I have seen these. They literally do look like dragons. Like, obviously without wings. But I could always, make some wings. And actually, for testing, I'm going to make his cost 0. That way I can play him along with something else. That way I can guarantee being able to test it a little bit. You'll see what I mean here soon. But and then I want to make a separate test deck for the AI. And this will exclusively be Neuro. Okay. Then I just have to assign that new deck to the enemy AI test deck. And now I think we can test it, for sure. Here, flashbang, my beloved. Hear my words and come to me. Okay, so he did play Vedal, and it does show at the bottom that it is a Vedal child. I think something might be broken. Oh, I see what the problem is. So I gave the AI like 5 copies of Neuro, but there's only a 2 duplicate card max. So let me just up that to 10 for now. I gotta love getting arrows. Oh, you guys can... Oh, man, why didn't you guys tell me that you couldn't see the actual... There we go. I am so sorry about that. Anyways, that was the reverse flashbang. Oh, I forgot. So... under abilities, so I actually kind of made the same mistake in the last stream. So this card ID has to be different for every item in the game, period. So I forgot to change the ID for the step 2. So if I just add step 2, now there should be no errors. Oh yeah, instance errors instance errors are my worst enemy. I hate them. Haha. Just like that. No errors. Lovely. It looks like I'm going first, which is unfortunate because they might kill my Beetle. But I'm going to play Fillion here, and you here. This is... I don't think I'm ever going to get used to... really? You're just not going to... Hey, that's not the right deck. Excuse me, sire. You are not playing the right deck. Oh well, I can test it anyways. So, if all goes according to plan, I can activate Mosquito Buzzing. My Fillion will lose 1-1, and Nura will gain 2-2. So she will go to 7-9, and Fillion will go to 3-3. You ready? Here's the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, it fucking worked. First try. Holy shit. What's this? Okay. So we'll do that on the good one. And yeah, we'll do flame on the bad one. Okay, I think we got it. So let me go back to so on target effects we'll do, oh wait, no, not target. Is it board effects that we want? Yeah, I think so. Okay, but we can't do fire. Okay, but why? Yep, I agree. I definitely when it's debuffing someone, it should show like a fire effect on them. Oh, unfortunate. It was bound to happen eventually. This time I don't mind if I go first, because I can just play a card next to myself and activate it. So this time I kind of want to go first. But alas, pain. Don't kill my Beetle, please. Don't kill my Beetle. Okay, good. Okay, wait. Is he affecting himself? I didn't realize that. Yeah, no problem, Paranoid. Thank you so much for showing up. I'll be wrapping up here pretty soon anyways, so you're not going to miss too much. Like I said, I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a great night. Okay, so I just realized Beetle is affecting himself, and that is incorrect. So I need to add conditions target. Important to actually have working right now. So I think that's where we'll call it. Next stream we will focus pretty much solely on item cards, adding different item cards into the game. We have there we go. We have some really good ones in store, such as One moment. Sorry for that flashbang, by the way. So we have some really cool ones. Of course, we have the there we go. So we have the Golden Kappa, and these are like event cards. I don't fully know exactly how we're going to handle event cards, but we can work that out next week as well. I'm thinking they'll be similar to Yu-Gi-Oh's Extra Deck system, where you have a dedicated deck full of events, and you can draw from them as needed or as an event calls for it and trigger the events. Yep, you did say, Grim, the flashbang was hiding. The flashbang will never go away. We have Cap of Termination, just simply destroys a VTuber. This is probably the first one that we'll add next week because it'll be the simplest. So yeah, we can go ahead and work on these next stream. But I am going to go ahead and call it here. I really do appreciate all of you for tuning in and watching it. Watching the stream, interacting, giving your feedback. I think we made a really good card there with Beetle. I think it's exactly what we've been looking for in terms of these cards, where the effect, it makes sense both from a lore perspective and a gameplay perspective. But again, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Seluxus, and you all have a great night. As far as who we raid, let's see who is on.